From Powell. The three. And they recover it. Martin finds Powell. Clock at 6. Porter against Butler. Powell for 3. Rebound collected by Clarkson. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. You know, because of his scoring prowess, Jordan Clarkson has earned the name Flamethrower. He is something else, isn't he, Doris, coming off the bench?
He is, Kevin. That is an appropriate and fitting nickname because this guy can get hot in a hurry. And what a luxury to have somebody as consistently productive like Jordan Clarkson come off your bench. That's fabulous.
So on the floor for Utah, they've got Clarkson, also Butler out there, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 4 slot. Şengün gets the screen from Powell. Houston needs to get a shot. It's deflected. Here's Horton Tucker. Off target from outside. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. Powell for 3. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. And you look at MP, you have to think back to his very successful college career, Greg. Was an outright star at that level.
Yeah, stayed 3 years before making the jump to the NBA. You don't see that too often nowadays, but he won a college championship and had nothing left to prove.
Shoots the 3, and it's Jordan Clarkson with the 3. Clarkson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, give Jordan.
What a performance for Bojan Bogdanović. He has been the story for Utah. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We've got more in store for you.
In the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Well, now, as we look at the first half, the Rockets find themselves in a close ball game.
They've been too sloppy with the ball. Coaching staff cannot be happy with all the turnovers.
Tough to win when you can't hold on to the ball.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bojan Bogdanović with a strong contribution so far in this one. Substitution here. Garuba's checked in. David Nwaba comes in for Gordon. Powell, he's checked in for Green. And it's Josh Christopher in for Kevin Porter. David Nwaba out there with Smith. Then it's MP. And it's Christopher in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Garuba the pass to Powell. Houston moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. And there's the feed to Smith. And it's all evened up. Smith's got 14.
And you see the floor awareness Smith already has. Phenomenal job knocking that shot down before the clock. Boy, this hurts to have to bring up, but I was there for the Rockets title winning days back in '94. I was with the Knicks. I saw Houston in the finals firsthand.
Here's Christopher, defended by Sexton. Christopher the pass to Powell. Lays it up off the glass. And that's 13 points for MP. On draft night, many people wondered where MP might land. But Greg, you think he was worthy of that 18th pick?
Well, I was a little surprised to see him go in the first round. But clearly his team believed in him. And
Jabari Smith, third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Lauri Markkanen. At the line for 2.
Titles for the Rockets in the mid-90s. You were just talking about that. Greg, what sticks out to you about those teams?
First and foremost, the Dream. Hakeem Olajuwon. He doesn't get his due at times, but the Dream is one of the all-time greats. Olajuwon's defense really changed games.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, thank you very much. The Rockets are in a full rebuild, and they have a young roster which is taking its lumps. And grit, and we are learning. Kevin, it's a long process, but it's worth doing.
Yep, no shortcuts, David, but the journey is the reward. They're building from the ground up. It's fun to watch, and we thank you for that story. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Horton Tucker. 5 points in the game. The kick outside to Butler. Drills it from outside. Butler's got 10.
That's just great recognition from your big man, right? Markkanen is going to find the open teammate and put it on time and on target. I love this guy's passing skills.
Powell the pass to Christopher. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Christopher's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now, here's Clarkson. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Butler. From deep three-point range. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
You can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
1 second left. The shot.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score. Your offense, 64.
Sure to stay with us. Smith checked in for Şengün. And it's Powell in for Gordon. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth. And it's not usually literal, but what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
So on the floor for Utah, Conley out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward. Clarkson on the wing. Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the pass to Horton Tucker. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And the Jazz lead by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Jazz.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Conley.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
Another miss by MP. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation.
Jazz ball. At the line for the Jazz, Lauri Markkanen. 1 shot.
1 shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And guys, Markkanen, there's no question about his offensive talent. His skill set is the perfect match for the way the game is played today.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
see you out there doing work. Man, I can't even watch this.
I let him play, baby.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
Way to go. Way to go hard. Your confidence is gone now. Throw it up, and it goes in.
Now we're rolling.
You brought your umbrella.
Let's go!
Yeah, you can't detain me.
Yes. Turn up, baby.
You got it. Come on, man.
We're waiting your team.
Yeah, just like that.
I see him. I see him.
Oh, from downtown.
Yes.
It's time to play now.
Feeling you, MP.
We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Azubuike. Horton Tucker comes in for Bogdanovich. And Butler is subbed in for Conley. Şengün checked in for Houston. Powell comes in for Gordon. Powell passes to Şengün, looking to win the run. And Powell with the stuff. And a big question mark for MP that he'll have to answer this year. Can his skills translate into NBA success?
Yeah, he was a great college player. Nobody is arguing that. But many wonder if he'll be able to handle the physical side of the NBA. Hard to say just yet, but we'll find out soon enough. Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Smith outside. Powell outside. Back to Smith. And stolen by Markkanen. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Horton Tucker. Hey, expanding his range. Knocked away with his second effort. And he got the whistle on the way up.
His first personal foul. 4th team foul. Lauri Markkanen. 2 shots.
In for Sexton. Martin, he's checked in for Houston. Christopher comes in for Green.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Well, the past few seasons, the Jazz have become serious playoff contenders.
You know, B.A., with high expectations, they haven't reached their goal. Now, this franchise definitely has their sights set on the ultimate prize, their first championship.
And they pick up 2.
It sometimes takes more than one defender to help alter the shot when he's that close inside.
And the Jazz with possession. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to Butler. Now here's Clarkson. Porter with the steal. And he lays it in on the break. Utah has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Now here's Butler. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Vanderbilt. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
The Rockets have got 6 of 14 in so far. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Up top, Şengün. Powell outside. Şengün, the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Late clock, Houston's got to hurry. Christopher misses. Here's Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt slams it in.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack.
Markkanen comes in for Bogdanovich, and Butler is subbed in for Clarkson. Talen Horton-Tucker is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt, then there's Butler, and it's Sexton in at the 2. That's the group for Utah right now.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's Porter. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
And that was the mobile one drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay. And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Outside Sexton. There's the 3. Porter pulls it in. The Rockets trail. Smith outside. Outside Porter. From the arc. Drains the triple. Porter's got 6 points in the quarter.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with his offense.
Sexton against Gordon. Pass to Horton Tucker. Markkanen right side. Ooh, he can't stop the run as that misses. For Houston, they've gotten 8 of 13 shots to fall in the second quarter. Smith with a screen on Butler. Powell finds Smith. Fires the three. Sexton grabs the board. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The passes to Vanderbilt. Outside Sexton. Up and over Gordon. The Jazz with another miss. Sexton against Powell. Picked by Smith. Gordon, the pass to Powell. And that misses. That would have put him up. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Jazz. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hey there, everybody. A big impact in the first half by Mike Conley. He has his fingerprints all.
You don't need to be a genius to know that shooting over 50% is a good thing. You got some big shoulders carrying this offense.
Is that why my shoulders are so big from carrying this show for so long? And now we turn our attention to the Western Conference standings here in the early going. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've seen Mike Conley really having a great game.
I'll tell you what, he's still...
Vanderbilt's checked in for Markkanen. Horton Tucker comes in for Bogdanovich. And Butler is subbed in for Mike Conley. Houston making some changes. The Rockets have gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. So the Rockets 5 now. MP is out there with Josh Christopher. Then it's David Nwaba. Then there's Alperon Şengün. And it's Garuba in at the 4. Vanderbilt against Powell to halt the run. Vanderbilt with the block.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Outside Sexton. Pass to Azubuike. And he banks in the layup. And the Jazz lead by 13.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Powell's shot is off. Utah's gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Ooh, plenty of contact on that.
Josh Christopher. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Scoring breakdown for Utah.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Clarkson's checked in for Butler. On the wing, Sexton. 29 seconds left in the third quarter.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
Out to Powell. Pass to Şengün. And there's the foul. It's on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution.
And here's Porter outside. No luck on that one.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
You know what?
As we wrap up the quarter, they put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest.
Kevin Porter Jr. Second personal foul. First team foul.
And it's Markkanen in at the 5, down low. That's the group for Utah right now.
What I appreciate about Conley, the assist-to-turnover ratio for his career has been outstanding.
Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, B.A., it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if the bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
Powell, a screen on Markkanen. Out to Powell from behind the arc. Hits a three-pointer.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first 3 of the game, something to build on.
Utah has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Gordon against Clarkson. Pass to Conley. Launches it. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Powell. Goes back up. And Smith lays it up and in.
I mean, the motor this kid has is unmatched. Smith goes up with a purpose.
Utah leading. And Utah calls time here.
There's no way.
Over.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Jazz.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And with just 1 game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings here.
The thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency from Mike Conley.
Unreal. Carrying this team. I mean, he was amazing tonight.
A different look for Utah. Horton Tucker comes in for Markkanen. And Butler is subbed in for Mike Conley. Butler with the ball. Clarkson outside. Pass to Horton Tucker. Outside Butler. Shot clock at 5. Back to Horton Tucker. Down low. Clarkson for 3. The Jazz with another miss. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Powell against Bogdanovich. Powell, it's good.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Clarkson outside. And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one.
Georgia, 79. The Rockets, 64.
Hey, what you working on?
Yo, we got this. Don't worry. Yo, keep moving.
Keep it going. One more.
Let's go!
You ain't never gonna score again.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Yo, move around.
Let's get y'all.
Hey!
Again. Let's go.
Let's get this started already.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You got it. Come on, man. Oh, right here! Oh, get it out! Yo, someone, bust that! Damn one! Trifecta! Be up on him! Sean! Keep doing what you're doing, man! Oh, foul! Man, he hit me! That's the way to do it down! Oh, man!
Yeah! Pressure's on now. Pressure's on.
Where's the foul?
Yes, sir. Now we good. Let's ball.
And the foul! Shoot that on you! Hey, shot!
Just like that.
Yo, they not about to be ready.
Almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so, Greg, this time of year can be about getting... Simons is checked in. Şengün's checked in for Houston. MP comes in for Gordon. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. So on the floor for Houston. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. Now, let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Stephen Silas.
Thanks, Kevin. I asked him which part of their offensive scheme they feel confident in, and he said, no surprise, outside shooting. He told me our guys can flat out kill it from deep. So we're going to try to get that dialed up early on. We will see, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. Porter gets a screen from Powell. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 7 points.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots. And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big name from that crew. It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And despite the double-digit lead, still in attack mode, getting their feet wet there in the paint.
Powell with it, now guarded by Nurkic. Here's Şengün. And contact down the shoot.
First personal foul.
And they've shown that they can be valuable players. Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Eubanks, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Winslow comes in for Grant. And it's Nasir Little in for Damian Lillard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Şengün. Back to Powell. He kicks to Martin. Houston moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Good on the triple.
Kind of like playing in the rec league. Little to no defense on that possession. And the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. 15-point game. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Powell for 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Now, here's Hart. Not a lot of room. Simons from outside. No good that time. And so it's Bilgin. Trailblaze force. Nurkic checked in for Eubanks. Jeremy Grant comes in for Nasir Little. And Hart subbed in for Anthony Simons. GA, the Houston Rockets coming off back-to-back losing seasons. And that has been tough for that franchise and for the city.
And Kevin, no doubt it affects the team's morale. It's hard to find the positive and see the road ahead. But listen, you got to stay strong and focus on just getting better every day.
So on the floor for Houston, Powell is out there with Martin. Then it's Alperen Şengün. Then there's Gordon, and it's Green in at the 1 spot. 2 points, that one goes.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
On the wing, Gordon. Nurkic with the steal. Grant against Gordon. Now, here's Grant. 11 points in the game. Over Gordon. Again, the miss by Grant. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Jazz. Powell, the pass to Gordon. Stolen by Grant. Payton looking around. The pass to Winslow. Five to shoot. Kicks it out to Grant. Trailblazers keep it alive. Nurkic a screen on Gordon. Back to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
Nuggets trail by 16. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Powell against Grant. Kicks it out to Gordon. There's the screen. A 3-ball. The Trailblazers pull it in. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And so it's Portland in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer.
The Rockets, 34.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and a battle is also upon us. Not Kenny and Shaq this time, thankfully, but two outstanding players through the first half.
Not surprising to see two competitive guys who bring it every time they're on the floor. It's been a spicy duel to watch.
Yeah, and we know you like. And keeping things moving, what a tremendous first half performance. And that about wraps it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Fairly new group here for Portland. Watford's checked in. Eubanks comes in for Jeremy Grant. Little, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And it's Simons in for Gary Payton. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Powell with a screen on Simons. Here's Mwaba, and it's denied.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Then it's Little, and it's Watford in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Nuggets trail by 20. Brent, Nasir Little has certainly been stepping up lately, hasn't he?
Yeah, some nice progression from him and taking on more responsibility for this team. Obviously, with star players out, the coaching staff's going to lean on some of their younger players, and that might accelerate the growth. Nasir Little certainly took a lot of pride in being an energy guy and a defender last year, and that's going to bode well for his foundation.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks. That one goes in.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Passes it to Eubanks. Here's Watford. In the corner, it's Little. A 3-pointer off the mark. Rockets trail by 21. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Şengün kicks to Powell. There's a good screen. 6 to shoot. Şengün with the bucket.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Now here's Simons. He's guarded closely. He's off on that one.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Powell inside. Eubanks grabs the miss. Portland leading by 19 points. Pass to Simons. Lets the 3 fly. Rockets with the rebound. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Here's Mwaba. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Portland.
The Trailblazers, 68. The Rockets, 49. Fans are Trailblazers UCSB.
Away with this one.
We still win this thing.
Jeremy Grant. Nasir Little comes in for Josh Hart. And Lillard subbed in for Peyton. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jusuf Nurkic.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Taking a look at the Rockets, they've got Martin. He's out there with MP, and it's Mwaba in at the 2-guard. Lillard the pass to Little. Latrey. Mwaba with the rebound. Pass to Christopher. Martin with a screen on Lillard. Kicks it out to MP. Here's Mwaba. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Count that.
Good game last night.
Huddle up. One game won't kill us, but we need to correct our mistakes right now so it doesn't become a habit. All right, let's put in good work today. I want to score earlier in transition offense. If someone is up court, we have to get the ball to them. I want to spend time cleaning up our transition offense today.
Hey, yo, right here.
Y'all ready to lose? Hey, get up! Pressure him up! Come on, man! Don't get caught! Whose man is that?
Come on, MP. Okay.
Woo! I got you quiet real quick, huh?
Outstanding effort. Now let's set up the next drill.
We always be ready. Get ball! Get ball! Help him! Mismatch! Good basket, Eric. Stop ball! Stop ball! Grab the board! Grab the board! Get mine! Oh, foul! Way to grab it!
Get it started, man. Let's get it started.
You guys the ones who are gonna be losing today.
Get back,
Kill
get back.
Drill!
Shut up, shut up.
Go, help him out! Stay in the back! That's what the ring room for! Ah!
Come on! What are you...
Bro, MP, come
Way to finish strong, guys. Make sure you get some shots up before you get out of here.
You got it. Come on, man.
Let's go!
Hey, yo, right here, right here.
Cash, baby.
Shot, shot, shot! Don't give me those! Too easy. Oh, takeover!
One more, one more. Again. Let's go. Again. Now we're rolling.
Woo! I made it quiet.
We good. I saw you. Shot.
Get your mind right.
Just like that. Keep it going.
Let's go! I'm dropping the hammer.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Right here.
Get your mind right.
Yes. Easy work. Yeah, I'm gonna eat your lunch out here.
He in the house.
early in the season, and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like that tonight?
Well,
look, Sharch checked in for Ayton. Johnson comes in for Miles Bridges. Crowder, he's checked in for Bridges, and it's Payne in for Paul. The Rockets also changing it up. Şengün's checked in for Marquise Chris. Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for Smith, and it's Powell in for Gordon. Taking a look at the Rockets, Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. Powell is out there with Martin, and it's Şengün in at the pivot, manning the middle.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Porter passes to Şengün. MP looking around. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Right now it's ended over.
Rockets substitution, Josh Christopher.
With Stephen Silas, he told me it's always a challenge when you face a team this opportunistic. He said those guys are going to look to take advantage of any weakness. We have to really communicate defensively tonight. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, thank you, David. Greg, real concern about getting outshot early on. What do you think they can do to prevent it?
Well, you have to find a way to stay attached to the shooters. That means fighting through picks and helping one another.
Yeah, and clearly he wants his guys to play with energy and aggression on D. Quick feet, sharp movements.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the fourth guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Outside, Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Powell with a screen on Booker. There's the pass to Pop. Basket counts. And one thing you can say with MP, Greg, and if he belongs on an NBA floor, he certainly passes the eye test.
And that's always how MP has been as a player. The raw numbers don't jump out at you, but you can see his impact on the floor.
Goes up the baseline. Sharch passes to Johnson, and Johnson with the stop.
But he just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
MP outside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working.
22, the Rockets, 17. Ladies and gentlemen, your scoring United team.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Suns. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Johnson is out there with Miles Bridges. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Ayton. And it's Payne in at the point. And here's Green outside. Bridges with the board. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. It's a 5-point game. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Bridges with the steal. Kicks to Bridges, inside. Here's Ayton. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Here's Powell. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Ayton. Bridges inside. Nwaba defending. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Suns. And you love seeing that great Mobile One drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Powell against Johnson. Powell, the pass to Smith. Good on the bucket.
A shooter of Smith's skill can be dangerous, but defenses will only get better as the season progresses.
Johnson left side. Here's Hayton. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle.
Young.
Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix.
Your Suns, 54. The Rockets, 42.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how...
You know, for the Rockets, they're letting the losses...
And now looking at that first half, what an impressive... And that about wraps it up.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
The line for the Rockets, Marquise.
So shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. And that one misses. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
So on the floor for Houston, Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. Smith is out there with Chris, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Chris with it, outguarded by Booker. Shakes him, and with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Powell. And this team, Greg, crafting MP, hoping he can grow into the leader here. It might take some time, but he should, I think, find his way.
And those intangibles were a big reason to draft MP. We'll keep an eye on him as he develops and steps into a leadership role for the team.
Down low, the kick out to Porter. Driving in over Paul. Porter, no luck. Suns leading by 10. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Richard, if there's one thing the Rockets want to emphasize this year, it's defense.
Yeah, no question. They've been one of the worst defensive teams in the league the past few seasons. To turn your fortunes around, you've got to focus on defense. It's the most important thing.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
MP outside. Porter against Paul. Goes up to the stripe. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut back down to 10 with the basket from Smith.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Saric checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Crowder comes in for Bridges. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. Saric, right side. Dishes to Crowder. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to be an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Waba passes to Powell. Here's Christopher. And the lead is down inside single digits. Christopher's got 10 points in the game.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
There is no let-up in this man. He is doing everything in his power to keep this game close.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Powell with a screen on Crowder. Ashton Waba. Saric against Powell. Clock at 6. Şengün. Basket is good. He'll get a chance.
Dario Saric, second personal foul. Shooting for Houston, Alperen Şengün at the line for one.
For Cameron Payne. Martin's checked in for the Rockets. MP comes in for Eric Gordon. And for the Suns, Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Johnson. And it's Payne in for Devin Booker. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Powell, the pass for Christopher. Powell against Craig. Out to the right wing. Martin the screen, just 5 on the clock. Here's Christopher. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Phoenix.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important. Here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Devin Booker.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Jay Crowder out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Saric. Then there's Cameron Payne. And it's Paul in at the shooting guard. Who's out there for Phoenix.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Pass to Saric. Back to Paul. It's Crowder on the wing. Paul outside. Pass to Craig.
Houston foul. David Nwaba. First personal foul. 14th foul. At the line for Phoenix, Torrey Craig. 2 shots.
That one is no good. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
Well, at this early stage of the season, what's the... Change here. Payne's checked in. So the Rockets 5 now. Porter Jr. and Green are the backcourt set. Alperen Sengun out there with Kenyon Martin. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. Now here's Payne. Here's Ayton. Oh, a special move before that shot. Ayton's got 6.
Well, you bump me, and I'm going to bump you back as Ayton, not afraid to get physical with the defender.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the first quarter. Porter the pass to Green. 5 to shoot. Martin with a screen on Payne. Free throw line jumper. Porter's shot is off.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now here's Booker. Coming off 41 points last game out. Here's Bridges. Outside Payne. The 3. Rockets with a rebound. Their first chance to take a look at the Suns this season.
And they'll meet 3 times overall. A little bit of a tone setter here tonight.
And I don't know if I'm going to call these guys rivals, but as conference opponents, they're still familiar with each other. Neither team will want to give an inch in this first meeting.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
The score now all even. Booker's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And Booker's shot is so pretty. Just one of those guys, when you watch him, you feel like every one of them's going in.
Back to Green. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Payne drives. Pass to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. Give him 8 points now.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Porter finds Powell. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Sengun, and that one is hammered home.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at
you. Here's Booker. 5 points in the game. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Booker's got 8. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been...
With the score, your Suns 26, the Rockets 25. Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Team.
Whole new group out there. Houston has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in a season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way.
Miles Bridges is out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Cam Payne. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Bridges in at the 2. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Ayton. Give him 8. Yep, that one goes. 1:35 left to play in the first half of basketball. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and their point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Craig, no good. Houston has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Powell against Payne. Pass to Green. The Rockets again can't hit.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Bridges with it. Picked up by Powell. Here's Ayton. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first half. Oh, there's the alley. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Powell for three. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the middle. It's tipped. In transition, here they come. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
And the first half comes to an end.
Rockets 42. Fans, let's hear it for the Jabberwocky.
Taking a look here now at Phoenix, they've had some hiccups early on, but I don't think that takes away from the potential of this team.
Getting into that first half we just saw, fellas, it feels like one of those nights where... And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Yeah, he's played with great...
Substitution on the court.
For Ayton, Johnson comes in for Bridges. Crowder, he's checked in for Bridges. And Payne is subbed in for Paul. Taking a look at the Rockets. David Nwaba is out there with Josh Christopher. Then there's Alperen Şengün. Then it's MP. And it's Garuba in at the power forward position. Houston has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Crowder against Powell. Here's Christopher. 9 points in the game. For the lead. Pass to Garuba. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Now here's Šarić. And here's Booker. Šarić, a screen on Nwaba. Here's Booker. And here's Šarić for 3. Nwaba pulls it in. Nwaba's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Powell. Lets the 3 fly. And Booker pulls it down. The Suns trailing.
I've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Yep, that one's good. Booker's got 21.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Up top, Powell. Covered by Crowder. Inside. Out to Powell. Clock at 6. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. And Şengün gets it to go. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, that's such a big play here in a close game like this one. Great concentration from him.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Booker. No good.
Good job on the glass there, working hard to establish a position.
Your side, 55. The Rockets, 56. Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns UK team.
Saric checks in for Ayton, and it's Devin Booker in for Bridges. Şengün checked in for Houston. Powell comes in for Gordon. Johnson and Saric at the 4 and the 5. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Bridges in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Here's Paul. Counted. Paul's got 8 here in this quarter.
That is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivery.
Outside Johnson takes the 3. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. And now it's a 7-point Suns lead. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Phoenix.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
Back to Paul. For 3, Booker. Rebounded by Green.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting him rip.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition.
6. Some guys will wow you with their overall size or incredible athleticism. Devin Booker does it with his pure ability to score the ball.
And the Suns making a change here. The Suns decide to talk it over. They're up by 3. 26 seconds left in the 4th. Miles. In with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. As this game enters its final moments, he told his guys to keep their cool, saying, quote,
great work, Allie. Thanks. Powell, a screen on Paul. Pass to Powell. Here's the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
6.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
Powell against Bridges. Here's Porter from outside the arc. Here's Powell. And he buries it. Booker with it. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially.
Please get home safely. We'll see you next time.
good to see you, MP.
It's good to be seen.
You gonna do something special tonight?
Still very early in the season here, but teams, Greg, beginning to hit their stride and get into a rhythm.
And the same can be said for the young.
Substitution here for Phoenix. Sharge checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Johnson comes in for Miles Bridges. Crowder, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. Houston with a big group substitution here. Şengün's checked in for Marquise Chris. Kenyon Martin Jr. Comes in for Smith. Powell, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Josh Christopher in for Green. So on the floor for Houston, Alperen Şengün out there with Martin. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then it's MP. And it's Christopher in at the shooting guard position. Porter passes to Şengün. Sharge grabs the board.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Johnson in the corner. To the inside. Booker. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Booker's got 14 points.
And great energy from Booker there in the paint. Just working hard to get to his shot.
Here's Christopher. No good from outside. The Suns leading.
During the last decade, the 2010s, Houston had loads of success. The fourth most wins in the league during that time. Unfortunately, they never got to the final.
Payne finds Sharge. The shot, no good. And so Powell will bring it up for the Rockets. On the wing, Porter. From 11 feet away, they get the rebound and taken away by Johnson. Booker left side. 36 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Johnson. Banked in off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
MP looking around. Outside for Martin. Just 2 to shoot. Powell for 3. And no good. Now here's Johnson. 3-pointer. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell.
At the buzzer, that'll do it.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Suns.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. They've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
So on the floor for Houston, Smith is out there with David Nwaba. Then it's Green. Then it's MP. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And a dunk by Booker.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
Powell sets a screen for Porter. In the hoop for his fourth field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Booker is screen on Porter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all.
Oh, yes, you're all proud of yourselves. Now, wait till you see the final score. You won't be happy then.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
League went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
The shot by Powell, no good. Suns trail by 10. 51 seconds left now here in the second. Booker dishes to Saric. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. That's a 2 from Crowder. Good as the jump shot falls. Rockets leading by 8. Powell in the high post. Johnson's there. Powell, that's good.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
And that one drops for him.
The quick, clean shot there from Booker. Strong mechanics give him great accuracy.
Johnson against Powell. Pass to Şengün. Here's Porter. And so it's Jalen Green making...
43, the Rockets, 51.
And put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwocky.
And we have a number of terrific...
All right, let's focus on the half of play we... And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Man, he's been running wild on him.
And then for Houston, Garuba's checked in, and David Nwaba subbed in for Eric Gordon. Clark, when they're evaluating draft prospects, we always hear about wingspan, arm span. How does that translate to the basketball floor?
Well, it's actually reach factor, Kevin. That's a huge component of defense, particularly when you're talking about guys switching all the time. So the ability to cover ground, to challenge shots from a distance, that's why wingspan is so important. And you think about it, multiple defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert, perhaps has the longest wingspan ever recorded at the Combine.
They've got Torrey Craig. Miles Bridges is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Bridges, and it's Booker in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it when...
Suns foul. DeAndre Ayton. Second personal foul.
That you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. And the Suns here with a different look. Saric checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Crowder comes in for Bridges. Johnson, he's checked in for Torrey Craig. And it's Payne in for Devin Booker. Screen by Saric. Here's Bridges. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Powell against Johnson. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 5 now.
That's simply a gimme for a player of his caliber. I mean, the defense cannot allow that.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
And the call
Around Shingun. Second personal foul. 15 foul.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
The Rockets making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Here's Şengün. And it's Houston with another.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
To the middle. Here's Saric. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Saric has got his second basket of the night.
Saric knows he has the touch needed to capitalize inside.
And so it's Houston out in front by 17 points.
Your son. 60, the Rockets, 77. Ladies and gentlemen, your Houston team.
James checked in for DeAndre, and then for Houston, Smith comes in for Şengün. And it's Powell in for Eric Gordon. Bridges, he's checked in for Phoenix. Porter finds Powell. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. That one off the back iron and out. Taking a look at the Rockets. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. Chris is out there with Smith. And it's Powell in at the 3 side.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker. And now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
Powell with it. Chris Paul covering. Paul against Powell. Good on the shot. And the Rockets lead by 14. And that put a hush over the crowd.
Wow, I mean, took these fans out of the game in the blink of an eye.
Saric just screen on Green. And here's Booker from the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. Booker's got 36.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every 3 he takes. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Houston.
Tonight they seem committed to the 3-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of Game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in Game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jalen Green.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight. A force on both ends.
And so here is Houston. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Powell. That one, no good. Bridges with some nice defense. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And in the win.
Folks, we'd like to thank you for coming out and supporting your team. Please drive home safely, and we hope to see you again at the next event.
Ooh, Ashley! Tell me we got some fire content for tonight.
So are you good with the tweet? Can I hit send?
Yeah, I like it. Sounds
Oh, Josh, what's going on, man?
MP.
MP, what's up, bro?
What up, what up?
You look... All right, man. I appreciate you. Lozo the...
Yo, MP, come here. What's up? Yo, check this out. I want to introduce you to somebody, but be cool, all right? It's Jake Duval. I can see that. Yo, Jake, my...
Grant, it's time to light the jack-o'-lanterns, leave out some candy, and watch some hoops. This should be a spooktacular game. He's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Wall. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. So the Rockets 5 now. Porter Jr. and Green are the backcourt set. Kenyon Martin is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Powell in at the 3. Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Jackson outside. Pass to Morris. Fades back. Powell pulls it in.
Now for MP, remember, this guy was booed on draft night. He came into the league with the fans against him, but I think MP is using that as fuel.
No question, you have to. It's a tough spot to come into, but MP is going to try to win over the fans. 6 on the shot clock, and here's Porter outside. And he can't get that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Got a hand on it. George against Şengün. Pass to Morris. Now Powell. Here's Zubac. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Clippers?
Yeah, I love the energy and aggressiveness I've seen from them on defense. They're really getting after it with all these blocks.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he's clearly not satisfied with the lead they have. Took it to the rack. It would not be denied.
Pass to Porter. Now here's Powell. Let's go with a three. It's rebounded by Zubac.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
For three, George. Pure from three-point range. George has got 5.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Outside Porter. Shoots over Jackson and connects on the 9-footer. 9 points in the game. George outside. The three is up. The Rockets pull it in. Martin with the ball. Even says.
And that's the end of the first quarter. With the score, your Clippers, 25.
All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Boy, quite a position. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. George passes to Jackson. And here's Zubac. Back to Jackson. George outside. Shot clock at 6. Morris sets a screen. Fires for 3. George's shot is off.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Los Angeles shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Jackson outside. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
That's just heads-up basketball, and Jackson scanning the floor, spots the ready shooter. Nicely done.
Porter, the pass to Green. Powell, a screen on Powell. From deep. Powell, that's good. Powell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Slow defensive rotation, causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
And Jackson, here we go. And the dunk by Jackson.
Woo-hoo, that's the quick first step by Reggie Jackson. What a pretty play.
Powell outside. That's tipped. Back to Porter. The fader. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's George. 5 points in the game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Shoot into contact.
George hits them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Porter, the pass to Powell. Over George. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's...
Your Clippers, 43. The Rockets, 29.
Great to have you out in the East. Jason Tatum. And circling back to the game at hand, guys, thanks for tuning in.
And we're ready to get this second half of our Halloween broadcast going. Boy, we've seen Ivica Zubac really having a great game. Being a starter has value, but Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, B.A., when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. And you think about it through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, to winning championships.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Josh Christopher is out there with David Nwaba. Then there's Alperen Sengun. Then there's Kenyon Martin. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. Covington, a screen on Nwaba. Jackson, pass to Batum. And again, no good by the Clippers. Houston has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Here's Powell. Here's Sengun. Banked it in off the glass. Sengun's gotten his first points in this one.
You're fighting to keep the possession alive, something this guy does so well.
Pass to Morris. Back to Jackson. Out to the right wing. Takes a three. Powell pulls it in. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Sengun with it. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. 1:05 left in the third quarter of the game. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Nwaba. Count it. And the Clippers lead by 13.
That's a little bit about balance and concentration. Jackson absorbs the contact and makes the shot anyway.
Sengun finds Nwaba. Sengun, a screen on Batum. Powell passes to Sengun. 5 on the clock. The three. It's rebounded by Morris. Morris has got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Jackson. He tries for 3. Sinks it from distance. Jackson's got 7.
If Jackson finds a shot at the arc, look out. This guy has become very consistent from out there.
Sengun, a screen on Batum. Back to Nwaba. It's Powell on the wing. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Martin's got his first points of the night. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game.
Your Clippers, 65. The Rockets, 51.
Things have happened. Well, Los Angeles shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. And it's Zubac in at the 5. That's who's out there for the Clippers. 6 to shoot. Leonard for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Powell's got 4 rebounds now. And a nice finish on the layup.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
They absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, B.A. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game.
Leonard for 3. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 5th rebound in this one.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Pass to Chris. Out to the right wing. It's Powell on the wing. George defending. 4 on the clock. And they'll get another chance. For 3, Powell. No good on the shot. And Los Angeles the other way now. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. George outside for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one. Powell against Jackson. John Wall, he's checked in for the Clippers. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Gordon, he's checked in for Powell. And from the sideline, let's get... So it's the Clippers winning this one.
The Clippers are victorious. Your Clippers, 90. The Rockets, 77.
An interesting bit of news today about the ongoing Shep Owens MP. So no word yet on what exactly they have in mind to accomplish.
MP, you got a minute?
Look, man, I've been meaning
I thought I was clear with you. Basketball comes first.
All right, man, you up first right here.
What do you say to the people who question the wisdom of your decision to participate?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't phrase it like that, Nate. PR. Okay, that's it? All right. Thanks, guys.
I'm just saying. No, I'm serious. Yes, always called culture guy to shut it out right now. There could very well be someone listening to us talking about it. Really? Come on? Are you sure there isn't, I don't know, some players in and around listening to all the stuff we're saying? Why would anybody even listen to us? Not anything interesting to say. I'm just surprised. People are very comfortable in being surprised. They don't make anything. I think we should stop talking.
Hey, man.
I see him.
Just like that.
Hey, swing it!
Come on, MP.
Yeah, it's time to play now. Let's go. We ready?
Set up,
Keep it going.
Shot. Keep shooting.
One more.
Easy. Dry out here.
Now we're rolling. Let's go.
Let's go! Oh yeah, come on, talk it now.
You got it. Come on, man.
Come get it!
We've been ready. We're waiting your team. Yes. Easy. Your confidence is shot now. Do it! Yo, we got this. Don't worry.
Give me that! Your head, Draymond! Shot! Shoot that, baby! Woo! Trifecta! Hope you brought your umbrella.
Here we have two first-year head coaches, Steve. That being said, how long does it take for teams to learn a new system? For Chris. MP comes in for Gordon. And it's Josh Christopher in for Jalen Green. And then for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Luke Kennard in for Powell. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batum is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's George in at the 3 slot. And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Okay, that's frustrating. We work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Powell inside. Defended by George. Outside, Porter. Lets it go with the 3. The three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And George kicks to Jackson. Morris right side. To end the run, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Changes. Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for Smith, and David Nwaba is subbed in for Kevin Porter. Robert Covington's checked in for the Clippers. Mann comes in for Reggie Jackson.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. About his competitive will.
Here's Mann. Has to Kennard. On the wing, Morris. And the Clippers miss again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Martin finds Powell. The offensive rebound. 26 seconds left here in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. They shoot again, and it's good on the layup.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Outside, Batum. Kennard for 3. Jabari Smith.
The Clippers. 14.
For Los Angeles. Jackson against Green. Zubac, a screen on Gordon. Powell, the pass to Zubac. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Rockets leading by 11.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue.
You got Powell. Gordon is out there with Green. And there's Chris. And it's Garuba in at the power forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Covington setting the pick for George. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
To the paint. It's intercepted. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Covington. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Gordon dishes to Powell. And George gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Martin's checked in for Marquise Chris. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Los Angeles. George against Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Right wing. Here's Christopher. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Clippers trail by 11. Kennard on the wing. This one for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively.
Powell kicks to Gordon. There's a screen. Fader on the way. Outside for Martin. It's Martin on the wing. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Powell. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. 6 points for MP.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And a deep 3 from George. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
And so it's Houston with a...
The Clippers, 32. Fans, let's hear it for the general.
Over in the East, Jason. And now switching gears to our featured game, a fun. That'll do it for our show.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Jalen Green, he's really been playing well.
Well, we'll find...
Checked in for Marquise Chris. MP comes in for Gordon. David Nwaba is checked in for Jalen Green. And it's Josh Christopher in for Porter. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for George. Kennard, he's checked in for Norman Powell. Mann subbed in for Reggie Jackson. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, and small and power forwards, Leonard and Batum. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Mann in at point. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they... What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
And the Clippers making a change here. Covington's checked in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Morris looking over the floor. Inside. Got it, and the Houston lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Covington.
Inside, Robert doesn't hold back. He does whatever it takes to get his shot off.
Powell against Batum. Powell, the pass to Christopher. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Powell's got 3 assists in the game. Passes to Covington. On the wing, Morris. Covington, a screen on Smith. Morris dishes to Covington. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. A shot by Batum, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
It's taken away by Smith. Powell for 3. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Kennard with the ball. To the inside. Morris, no good.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
MP deciding where to go with it. 2 free throws coming up. And
second personal foul. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
At the line for Houston.
That free throw missing.
Wow.
You just gonna leave points out
on
there,
that shot?
Maybe. And the second free throw, good. Powell inside. Up and in from the low block. Powell's got 11. Well through. From changes. Şengün's checked in for Chris. Smith comes in for Martin. And it's Powell in for Gordon. And then for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Norman Powell. And Robert Covington subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. The post pairing for him, Smith along with Şengün. And it's Powell in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And, you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Morris outside. No good with the triple. Now here's Powell. The kick out to Porter. Powell, the pass to Porter. Back to Powell. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some good moments.
Your Rockets. 99.
I see you out there doing work.
Everyone, listen up. That was a great team effort last night. Keep that energy up, and we can do great things. Let's get to work. We're getting very little production out of these fast break opportunities. So, we're going to work on that. All right. Let's get set up and start practice.
Well, we good. Let's get y'all. Shot! Shot! Mini, put it back. I got it up. Yo, what's the shot, me? Come on. Yeah, come on. Give me that. like that. You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Stop ball. Stop ball.
Let's go!
Game time. Game time.
Good. All right, let's move on.
Turn it up. Hey, right there. Let's go. Hey, Midrash, help him. Get over the guy. Hey, shot, shot. Hey, balance it out. Get in. Good boy. Good boy. Whose man is that? Get on my man. Someone D him up. Watch out. Shot, shot! Put it back! Put it back! Start it. Yo, we got this. Don't worry. Pressure him up! Knock it down! Help! Miss me! Get low! Get low!
Come on, MP. Great energy in practice today. Don't leave the gym without putting some individual work in.
Shoot it!
Come on! What are you... Bro, MP, come on.
You guys the ones who are gonna be losing today. Watch out!
More.
going. All day, baby. Well, excuse me. Let's go!
looking at both of these teams, Richard. Both great passing squads. Two of the better assist teams in the NBA. A minute 37 left to play in the first quarter. Powell outside. Pass to Christopher. Şengün, the screen. Now Powell. 6 on the shot clock. That shot off the mark. McDaniels with some nice D.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
That one's good. This game is all even.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Minnesota has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Anderson passes to Russell. Outside McDaniels. Here's McLaughlin. Now covers. Back to Daniels. Oh, deflected. Offensive rebound. Porter against Russell. Another shot. And he's going to the line for 2.
Kevin Porter Jr. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
So talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
And the Rockets making a change here. Waba's checked in. Here's Powell. Oh, and Reed with a block. Free throw is good from Russell. Russell against Nwaba. Here's Russell. From deep three-point range. And that's not going to go.
At the end of the first quarter of the score, your Minnesota Timberwolves, 24, the Rockets, 23.
The action.
Your Timberwolves defense team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Powell finds Nwaba. Green in the post. Powell for 3. The shot, no good. And Minnesota the other way with it now. And at home for the next game, it'll be New York pulling in to face them. And that's the 3rd game out of 4 at home for them. Now here's Towns. He's covered closely. Here's Noel. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Outside, Green.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing...
Hey! Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Noel. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Here's Russell. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Powell passes to Gordon. Stolen by Anderson. McDaniels up top. He's guarded by Martin. Outside, Anderson. The 3 ball. Gordon pulls it in. The Rockets trail. Powell finds Şengün. Up and over Russell. And Şengün gets it to go. Şengün's gotten his second bucket.
being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot.
McDaniels from long range. Rockets with a rebound. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year.
Yes, the first of 4 meetings between the teams. They should be quite familiar with one another by the end of it.
And the more you see each other, the more contentious it gets. No bad blood between these teams right now, but that can change over the course of the season.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's McLaughlin. That one's wide left.
And that's as good a look as he's going to get. He's just got to shake that one off and keep it moving.
For 3, Powell. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's...
You know, right now for Minnesota.
And now coming back to this game, a strong... Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You got to like what we're seeing from D'Angelo Russell.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
An interesting subplot for Houston going forward, RJ. Their future is tied to Brooklyn, though.
Yeah, because of
Jabari Smith. Second personal foul. First team foul.
We'll go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. And it's McLaughlin in for Noel. And a new group getting ready for the Rockets. Sengun checked in for Chris. Garuba comes in for Smith. Powell, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Nwaba in for Porter Jr. Green against Russell.
Jaden McDaniels. First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
To a slow start as a rookie, but showed growth throughout the course of the season.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Noel's checked in. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Christopher, he's checked in for Nwaba. Reed, a screen on Green. Russell, the pass to Reed. 3-pointer off the mark. And with his elite athleticism and explosiveness, the ceiling is high for Jalen Green, Richard.
Oh, yeah, high is a bit of an understatement. It might take a couple of years for him to find his footing, but Green has all of the physical tools and skills to be a 3-level scorer and an all-star in this league, a multiple-time all-star.
Just 3 to shoot to the inside. Here's Sengun, and they force the shot clock violation. Great.
Absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Martin, he's checked in for Garuba. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Noel. 10 points for him. And here's Reed. McDaniels with it. This one for 3. No luck on that one. 1:03 left in the third. Powell with it. Picked up by Reed. Martin right side. Here's Christopher. Nails it from beyond the arc. Christopher's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Reed. McDaniels against Powell. Now Anderson. Back to Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
Yeah, a high-profile scorer since high school. I mean, you have to be impressed with Russell's ability to generate points.
Out to Powell. Fires the 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. And so it's Minnesota with it. They've led by as many as 11. Russell, the pass to Reed. Powell in the post. McDaniels covering. Powell's shot is off. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Reed. Here's Russell. No good. Misses it.
At the end of the third quarter, the score. Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 61.
And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Kyle Anderson, McDaniels out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns.
Come on, Rev. Get the song down.
They met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Minnesota? Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Prince with the bucket.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Whoa, a drive like that is the kind of play that can... shift the entire outcome of a close game like this one.
Powell outside. Pass to Gordon. That one no good. Nice D from Anderson. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Russell. Double team on Russell. Towns for three. Here's Prince. It's McDaniels on the wing. And finally, they hit one. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Powell against McDaniels. Oh, and Towns with the block.
I mean, if height wasn't enough, Towns also has serious athleticism. There's just no easy shots when he's around.
Russell to pass to Anderson. Towns with the ball. Back to Daniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the 3 off target.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Powell against Anderson. Powell passes to Smith. Powell will screen on McDaniels. Back to Powell. Russell with the rebound.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
McDaniels finds Russell. To the paint. That's good from Towns. On the assist by Russell.
Rockets ball time.
For the Timberwolves. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. A competitive game.
Your Minnesota Timberwolves, 87. The Rockets, 77. Thanks for coming out to...
There you are.
Here I am.
You ready for a meeting?
MP, have a seat.
How you doing, Coach?
Big news, big news. Rookie standout.
Hey, man. One more.
Let's go!
Started, man. Let's get it started.
We're here. We're here. Shot!
Just like that.
No! Shot! Once I start, I just can't stop. Can't stop it.
Let's go.
Yes. You ain't never gonna score again.
You got it. Come on, man.
Stay out here. I'll show you. Hey, swing it.
That's money. Keep it going.
That's what the ring room for. Ah!
Come on, MP.
Confidence is shot now.
Good, MP.
Good luck out there, MP.
All right, guys, I'll make this quick.
All right,
Now,
yeah.
as we all know, this is our...
Thanks, Coach. Hey, yeah, I know I'm not big on speed.
Tip-off goes to Orlando. With the regular season just getting started, what's it like for rookies, Greg, who are beginning these new pro careers?
Let me tell you, Kevin, the speed of the pro game is startling. Things are happening so fast It can take years for the game to slow down.
Count that one.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just pulleys right through it.
Kicks it out to MP. It's tipped. Fultz against Green. Fultz the pass to Banchero. Now here's Suggs. Tight defense on him. That shot wide open.
Boy, good vision that time from Suggs on this play, finding the most ready shooter and fed him nicely. Franz Wagner wasted no time making the splash in the league. Took home a Rookie of the Month award at the end of 2021. A really good start for him on his budding NBA career.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
Y'all have some sweet jumpers. Sure.
It's been a quick start for Orlando. Wagner's Rookie of the Month award was well-earned, Clark. He is a hard-working player.
Yeah, I agree. He's earned and carved out a spot for this team already. And he's accomplished those feats quite quickly. I mean, Wagner has tremendous potential, I think, and a really bright future. He's a versatile player, a hard-working guy. He's only going to get better.
Passes it to Suggs. Carter with a screen on Green. Here's Suggs. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Green kicks to Powell. Another miss by Houston.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Over to the wing. No one near Fultz as he lets it go. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot.
This will endear him to his teammates.
Rockets have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Porter dishes to Powell. It's stolen by Fultz.
One more time. Let's hear it.
Now the pass to Banchero. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Suggs passes to Carter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Fultz. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Fultz has got his second bucket of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
It's Porter outside, traps in the tray.
Sneaking out to the corner, Porter Jr. He's somebody you cannot afford to lose track of.
Clark, hasn't the Magic had some of the worst injury luck in this NBA the last couple seasons?
Certainly have, Kevin, and this is a team.
Kevin Porter Jr. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Magic, Markelle Fultz. Taking 2 shots.
You need to make something happen.
And so Powell will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Down by 12. And Greg, when you bring up MP, he is such a tremendous leader. My goodness, he is a positive force in that locker room, empowering his teammates in every way.
And that's the reputation MP came into the league with. He's a guy who lifts up others. Stand-up guy, for sure.
The guard set is Fultz and Suggs. Isaac out there with Banchero. And it's Bamba in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, and even up big. Aggressive nature and attacking the rim. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Carter comes in for Bamba. And it's Franz Wagner in for Jonathan Isaac. And the dunk by Powell.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Wagner wide open. Gets a very good look and converts. Wagner's got 5 points so far.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to MP. That 3 off the mark.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. From 8. That's good from Fultz on the assist from Suggs. Fultz has got 4 this quarter.
And, you know, Fultz is highly skilled as an offensive player. When he gets this kind of positioning inside, it's a wrap.
Powell, the pass to Şengün. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
Good place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wagner on the wing. Nwaba defending. Count that one. And that's 13 points for Markelle Fultz. As we conclude the first half so
far. 28.
Well, I'm not surprised to see Paolo.
Switching focus now, a tremendous showing. Thank you for being with us. Now let's.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Markelle Fultz has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Porter Jr. is the point with Green on the wing. Smith is out there with Chris, and it's Powell in at the 3. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Orlando.
Setting a very high bar, certainly, in terms of effort.
And he's showing, not telling, this guy's what he wants from them. I think players respect that kind of an attitude, and they know he's right there with them in the trenches.
There's a screen by Chris. Porter kicks the foul. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Powell's got his third basket of the night right there.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. Puts the move on. It's not going to go for him. So Orlando will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. Powell against Fultz. The feed to Banchero. Over Smith. Powell pulls it in.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Right side, Green. Outside, Porter. And it's off from three-point range. Magic leading by 17. Pass to Wagner. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Banchero. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got 3 assists tonight.
And hard to throw Banchero off his game. That could have been a foul as well.
Here's Powell. Doesn't go that time. And Orlando the other way now.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
And then Carter with the dunk.
You make your teammates better.
Rockets, timeout. Here we go, fans. The Philadelphia 4-0-7.
Checked in. Timeout called by Orlando. Jalen Suggs is checked in for Orlando. Fultz comes in for Mohamed Bamba. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Fultz against Porter. Pass to Carter. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors. But it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.